Howdy. So here you're looking at the welcome screen for, well, obviously Fedora. So this is what you would see after you prepare a thumb drive with a Fedora ISO image that I've gone over that in another video. You plug that into your USB port on your, say, a laptop. Hopefully you have backed up your data or replaced the hard drive with a fresh and clean and new one before you do the install, because this will overwrite data on your hard disk. Okay. So without too much more yada yada yada, let's go and do the install and just let you see what that looks like. Even if you have a laptop that's maybe 10 years old, this should probably take no more than 10 minutes. It's not hard. Questions are pretty easy too. Here, just fill in whatever your language is or whatever language you want to display on the laptop. So you've got languages I can't even recognize, but they're available, from everything from English to Chinese to I don't know, things that are more exotic than I know what to do with. So anyway, English is it. Hit next. I'm overwriting an existing install. So I'm basically going to say use the entire disk. And before getting too far ahead of myself, change the destination. This is where you would specify where you want to write this install to, in case you have more than one hard drive on your system. You could even rescan devices, but it's, in my case, it's just going to come up with one device because that's all there is. So make sure there's a check mark there, otherwise it doesn't know where to go and what to do with itself. And then select. We selected the entire disk. There are other options, but this doesn't pertain to us. We're just going to do a clean install on a clean hard drive, let's assume, or a hard drive that has data that you have either backed up or don't care about, and then we're going to move on. Okay, next. All right, encryption, very important. If you're installing on a system that you're planning on using for some time to come, maybe even you go travel, obviously with the laptop, you're going to want to go to, I don't know, a library, a bus stop, airport, whatever. So since it's a mobile device, it would be a really smart move to encrypt your data, in which case it's going to ask you for a passphrase that only you know. Now, keyword here is passphrase. The word in the past used to be, using a password, but a phrase is longer and therefore more complex. And provided that you can remember what that is and its correct spelling, you will need to type that in here and then confirm it by typing the same thing again here. Now, the system is pretty smart. It's going to make sure that these phrases, when you type them, that they actually match. Otherwise, you'd have a big problem. Once they match, this next button will light up, but I'm going to unselect this because I don't need it and hit next. Keep in mind, every time from now on, when you boot up your newly installed system, it will ask for that passphrase, because that's how the system knows that it's really you before it presents the operating system and all the data on it. Okay. It may be less convenient, but again, you need to figure out what's higher priority, your security or convenience. Here, it's basically a rundown of all the details of what's going on, what we're working with. So you're installing Fedora in English using the entire disk. In my case, I've set aside specifically 30 gigs to write to. Ignore these deletions because I'm overwriting a previous install. So really, in your case, only this will in the end show up. Okay. And again, this will overwrite the destination disk. So be sure that you've thought about what you're doing and this is the right disk in the right time to move forward. So select I understand that all existing data will be erased. Again, can't warn you enough, because once data is gone, it's gone. So if you didn't back it up yet, go do that. If you're ready, let's hit the erase data and install button. So this has 4 CPUs or virtual CPUs assigned to it, so it's actually going to go through pretty quickly. However, I'm going to pause just to save you still a little bit of time, but I will show you every screen so that you feel comfortable with going through this on your own, okay? All right, so we have just completed the software installation. We're now writing the bootloader. All that is information that tells the system how to find all the data it needs to start your system up. That's going to be pretty quick. No need to pause the video again on my end. Okay. That part is done. Init RAM. Okay, that's all she wrote. Good job. So you've gotten this far. So hit the exit button, and then you're going to come up here and have the option to power off. So this is the part where you power off the system. Once the lights are off and truly nobody's home anymore, you pull the thumb drive out and boot the system back up, and it should come back to this desktop. And then in another video, I'm going to walk you through some configuring, how to set up privacy and some other things, maybe networking, and walk you through systematically. But for now, power this bad boy off, and I'll see you in the next vid.